Hello dear students, I warm welcome you all. This is an investment management classes, elective one of your fourth semester. Like we are done with the one unit and plus four theorems or bond theorems I've already shown you in the class. So this would be the continuation of it. We need to do the 50th theorem, so let me explain you this. The higher the coupon rate on a bond, the smaller is the percentage change in prices for any given change in the yield as such. So over here, two bonds has been given, A and B. Face values also has been given 1,000, maturities 5 years, coupon rate 10, YTM 12, 14 and 12, 14 has been given as such. So over here it is 10 and 12, coupon rate is 12 here. And 12 as such. So these things are similar. The higher the coupon rate on a bond, the smaller is the percentage change in the price for a given change in yield has been given. So over here coupon rate has been increasing, so how it is been affected, that is what we need to calculate. So let's start doing this problem. I have already given you the formulas. A3 A4 table need to be referred, I said. So let's start doing this problem as such. So over here, given information we are going to write down first. Thousand for A, 1,000 for B, 5 years, coupon rate 10%, 12%, YTMS 12% and 14%. So he is asking us to calculate the price of the bond and we need to prove the theorem that has been given. So let's use first 12%. Okay, so let's use first 12% and coupon rate 10% will be on 1,000. On face value you need to do. So coupon amount will be 100. So basically you need to substitute in the formula. This is the formula now. PV1 FAY1 comma 12% has been given YTM. 5 years also you need to take down. So over here it is 100 into PV1 FA 12%. So you need to check out this in the, I have already written how much it is PV1. The very first you need to refer in the A4 table, then A3 table. A4 table in 12%, fifth year row you need to check out. You will get the value 3.605. I have already given you the table values also, just check out. Face value will be 1,000, that is nothing but the principal amount, that is nothing but your face value. And here you need to refer A3 table and the 12% fifth year row. You will get 0.567. If you multiply it, you will get the answer 927.5. Now coming to next one, 14% you need to take. So the coupon rate will be same, 100 into 14th. Now we need to check out. Let me write down that part also so that you will not get confused. So over here, PV1 FAY 14% 5th year plus face value into PV1 FAY 14% 5th year. So where coupon is in 100, here it will be 3.433. You need to check out in the 5th year row and 14% plus 1000 into 5th year low and 14%. That amount will be 0.519. So if you multiply this, you will get 862.3. Now coming to this, we have used coupon amount 10. Now you need to use coupon amount. Two securities we have done, A for 12% and 14%. Coupon rate now is 12%. P is equal to C into PV1 FAY1. The amount is 12%. It will be 5th year plus face value into here only 1000 and 1000 you need to do 120 into, if you check out in the 5th year row, we got already, it is 3.605 plus 1000. Similar it is, only here coupon rate is changing from 12 to 10 to 12%. So here if you multiply it, you will get the answer 999.6. When coupon rate we have taken, when coupon rate is 10, we got 12%, 927.5. and coupon rate is again 10. Twice we need to calculate. YTM has been given 12 and 14%. So now when coupon rate has been given 12, your coupon rate will be 120 and your table values will be similar. And same manner you need to calculate C, PV1, FAY1. You got 14%. Again you need to calculate 12% and 14%. FE, PV1, FAY 14% 5 years. So here also if you calculate this, similar table values will be same, only your coupon rate will be changing. 3.433 plus 1000 into 0.519. If you multiply this, you will get 930.96. Multiply them, both of them simultaneously, add them, you will get these values. Now we need to check out the theorem that has been given. Write it a place. YTM 12% and 14%. Bond A and bond B. So you take down the values that has been given. We calculated 927.5. Here we got 862.3. Bond B, it's a 12% coupon rate, 999.6 and 930.96. Okay, now what you need to do is multiply. Take the you need to calculate the percentage change. Percentage change, how we are going to calculate is 927.5 minus 862.3 divided by 927.5 into 100. Here also you need to calculate in a similar manner. Minus minus 930.96 999.6 minus 930.96 divided by 999.6 into 100. So in the first percentage change you will get 7.03. Here you will get 6.86 if you calculate 7 something 6.87. So here what theorem is being given that has been proved as such. What he said, the higher the coupon rate on a bond, the smaller is the percentage change on a prices for any given change in yield as such. So if there is an higher, the bond is increasing, the coupon rate is increasing on a bond, the smaller is the percentage change in the prices of a given change. So when the coupon rate is increasing on a bond from 10 to 12%, the percentage change, if you are calculating over here, is decreasing from 7.03 to 6.87 as such. So when what is being said is being proved over here, what he said is whatever the coupon rate, the bond rate could be, when the coupon rate is increasing from 10 to 12% over here, the percentage price is getting smaller from 7.03 to 6.87 as such. So basically what you do over here is for percentage change, you take the base. We have already done in theorem 4 similar kind of it is. If you just check out the previous, and I want you all to maintain notes. Okay, so just continue in your notes as such. So over here also, when the percentage price is changing from 12 to 14, when coupon rate is increasing from 10 to 12, YTM twice if it is been given, your percentage change is small, 7.03 to 6.87 as such. I hope you it is clear to all of you. So let's move on to the next one now. Here what YTM is the only 5 theorems are there, so I'm done with all the theorems. Now the next topic is, so basically YTM is the rate of return earned by an investor who purchases a bond and hold it till maturity. So it's a rate of return which we basically earn by an investor. If you have securities in the stock market, you get the certain dividends as such. So it's nothing but it's a rate of return on a bond. On a bond you will not receive dividend, but it's a YTM who purchase a bond and hold it till maturity. It will be having a long term period. So that is why it will be hold till maturity. We have to make an assumption and select the interest rate. So that is the reason we use the interpolation method. If you remember in capital budgeting, IRR problems will be done in your second semester. So in that you use this formula PVO, PVLR. PVLR minus PVHR if at all initial investment, present value of lower rate, present value of higher rate, and the difference. So this is the market price of 1,000 par value bond carry a coupon rate of 14% and a maturity of 5 years, which is having 1,050. What is the YTM on this bond and what is the approximate bond he is asking? So let's start doing this problem. So first of all you have to make an assumption. It is like coupon rate is 14%. So what we can do is YTM can be taken a little bit less or a little bit more. So let's take 13. Okay. So we have to make an assumption. I'm telling again and again, you can make an assumption over here. You have to make an assumption. So let's start doing this problem. So what you have to do is you have to take all the information. First of all, market price has been given as, how much he has given you market price? 1,000. Okay. Coupon rates has been given as 14%, years, maturity years 5, and at that time the bond price has been given as, after 5 years the bond price has been given as 1050. Okay, that's the what he has said is, if you see the question, what he said you is, after 5 years the bond price is 60 assets, he said you. So maturity of 5 years is 1050, so you have to write that amount also. The bond price after 5 years has been given as and assumed as 1050. So what we can do is, let YTM be 12%. You have to make an assumption. Okay, so let's YTM be 13%. I said you 13 will take, right? You have to make an assumption, as I said you 13%. So you have to substitute, you have to do this P0 C into PV1 FAY1. Coupon rate is 14%. 14%, no, we don't know YTM. I have said you, let's take YTM as 13%. So here it will be 13%. 5 years plus face value PV1 FAY1, 13%, 5 years. So coupon rate is 14, 140 it will be nothing but on 140 PV1. So you need to take in the 13% 50-year A4 table. The value will be 3.517. So you will get under 4%. If you check out, it will be A4 table. If you check out, it will be 3.517. Plus you have to take the face value 1000 into 0. If you check out in the A3 table, 13% 5 years, you will get 0.543. So if you multiply this, 492.538 543, you will get 1035.38. So what is happening, actually the bond price should be 1050, but it is 1035 what we got. So it is, since what you have to write is, since this value is low, 1035 low, it is less than 1050. So we will lower the value of YTM by 1%. So let Y be 12% now. So N is 5 years. So here I will do the continuation part. P is equal to C into PV1 FAY1, 12%, 5 years, plus face value into so coupon will be now 140 only, but this values we are going to change it over here. So here it will be under 12% 50 or 3.605 plus 1000 into 0.56. You will get 1071.7. So that means your Y lies, it is also not getting 1050. So between 12% and 13%. You are getting, if you are taking the 13, you are getting 1035, which is much less than 1050, and if you are taking 12%, you are getting 1071, which is also much more than 1050. So what you need to do over here is you have to take the interpolation. So that formula what I have given you by interpolation, so that we are going to calculate the exact percentage. Formula L into PV1 minus PVO PVLR or R minus or R plus also you can take. Or also you can take. So over here L is nothing but your any of the percentage. You can take 12, let's say 12 plus PVLR. PVLR of lower value is how much is it is, you have to take that. So lower value we got is 12 is the lower percentage, isn't it, lower YTM. So you need to take this value 1071. PVLR means present value of lower rate, PVHR means present value of higher rate, PVO means the exact 1000 you have to take. So 1071.7 minus you need to take 1050, that has been given in the question, market price, divided by 1071.7 minus what is HR you got, 1035.38 into 12 minus 13. So what you get it over here is, if you calculate this, you will get the answer 12.6%. Multiply this, subtract this first, then add to this, you will get 0.6 as such. So this is what is the answer. This is how we are going to calculate the YTM. So take the another question. This is another question. Do this problem for homework. Okay, this problem, the below one, this is one question, this is another question. I hope you all got it. So do it at home. I hope it is clear. So in my next class I am going to do more problems on the other topics. So see all of you guys. Bye all of you.